Okay. Right, let's have a good class, everyone. And just stay on at the end because I just want to talk to you about a little idea I have for the last Thursday of the month. All right. So let's start standing. Okay, so to begin, we're going to just start with our knees just softened. Okay, so a little bend in the knees to begin. All right. So slight bend. Feet are right under the hips. Okay. From there, I want you just to slowly walk your hands just above your knees. Okay, like so. Place the hands fully down. And then just relax your back, okay? So don't hold any tension in your back. So just kind of move it around a little bit and just make sure that you're not holding or bracing yourself there. From there, just placing the hands where they fall, just above the knees, and wrap your fingers around your thighs to secure them there. And I want you to draw the shoulder blades back and squeeze them together, okay? So really drawing them back, squeeze them towards the spine, stick the bum away. Take an inhale here. And then on the exhale, I want you to tuck your pelvis in underneath you, rounding the abdominal region. Feel the stomach muscles activating here. Slowly, slowly, slowly bring your chin down towards your chest, okay? Rounding the spine as much as you can in this position. We're going to stay, and then inhale. We're going to open up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Sticking that bum away, soften the lower back, arching through the spine, and lifting the head, looking up towards the ceiling. It's kind of like the cat-cow, but standing. We're going to inhale to stay, guys. And then on the exhale, tuck the pelvis. Start with the pelvis first, okay? Little tuck of the pelvis, drawing the pubic bone towards your stomach, rounding the back. I know it doesn't really look very attractive. And then bring the chin down towards the chest. Get it as close to the chest as possible. Hands do not move. We're going to stay for an inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to move our pelvis away, starting with the lower pelvis, lower back, mid back. Draw the shoulder blades together, squeeze them together, open up the chest, and lengthen up through the neck. 2 more. Inhale to stay, and then on the exhale, pelvis starts to move. Slow and control through the pelvis here, back in the abdominal region, and then start to move the mid-spine and the upper back, and then relax the head down. Feel the feet fully grounded in the mat. We're going to stay for an inhale. And then on the exhale, again, start to move through the pelvis. 1 vertebrae at a time, moving through your spine. And then as you work up to the thoracic region, your mid-spine, start to draw the shoulder blades back and open up the chest, and then releasing the head and the neck, looking up at the ceiling. We're going for 1 more feet. Inhale to stay. And then on the exhale, tucking the pelvis. Feel your feet fully grounded. Drive the heels into the floor. Pushing the feet down, rounding through the spine, and relaxing the head down. Inhale to stay here, and then on the exhale to release. Slowly. Massaging out the spine, mobilizing through the spine, and releasing the neck. Slowly come up to standing, and just shake out the shoulders, round the back, okay? From there, guys, we're going to just soften the knees a little bit. We're going to inhale. As you inhale, you're going to squat down a little bit deeper, not too much. And then you're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to come back down and bring the arms to the back of the room. Okay, just slight extension through the arms and the shoulders. Inhale as you reach up towards the ceiling. And then exhale to come back down. Good. Inhale to reach. Exhale to bring them back. As you bring them back, you're pushing the hips forward, so you're squeezing the bum, activating the glutes. Inhale, bring them up towards the ceiling. Exhale to come down. Good. Inhale to reach. And exhale to come down. Inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. Exhale to come down. 4 more. Try not to hold too much tension in the arms as you're swinging them forward and back. Try and relax them as if you're trying to release any stress in the body. Let them fly forward and back. Nice and relaxed. Inhale. Give me 1 more. Very good. From there, guys, we're going to bring our hands behind our head. Interlock the fingers. Okay. And from there, guys, we're going to inhale to stay. I want you to tuck the pelvis. All right. So bringing the hips underneath your rib cage, activating the glutes. So you can have a nice flash back here. Okay. And I want you to interlock the fingers behind the head. And from here, guys, we're going to take an inhale. And on the exhale, I want you to just think with the lower part of your ribs. You're going to rotate to the left side of the room, leading with your left elbow. and looking to as far as you can go. Inhale back to center and exhale to the right side. I'm going to face forward for this one. Inhale back to center and exhale to the left. Hips stay facing forward, guys. So don't let that other hip come forward. When you're rotating to the left, back to center, inhale, don't let the opposite hip to rotate forward. We want to keep the hip level. So really fight that opposite hip coming forward, okay? Inhale back to center, elbows back, and exhale, rotate. Inhale back to center. If you're anyway tight in your mid-back, you'll feel a nice little kind of compression there as you rotate. And you'll get to a point where it's going to say no further. Inhale back to center, and we're going to go for 2 more. Stay nice and tall. And when you have your hands behind your head, back to center, pull on the base of your head a little bit and lengthen through the neck. Last one, and rotate. Good. Inhale back to center. Well done. Just relax the arms down for a second, just round the shoulders, just to take any tension out of the upper neck, trapezius, and back. We're bringing our hands back behind our head again. Okay. From here, guys, I'm going to go to side standing just so you can see. We're going to inhale. I want you to extend the left leg back from here. Okay. I want you to just push your weight into that front leg and feel all the toes engaging down to stabilize you. Okay. Get nice and strong to that standing front leg. And when you're ready, inhale and then exhale just to lift the back leg. And as you lengthen through that back leg, try and bring yourself forward. Try and bring your chest in like parallel to the mat. So slowly coming into this movement, because we are still warming the body up. We're going to slowly bring that leg back down as we inhale. Keep the elbows back. You shouldn't see your elbows coming either side of your head. So peripheral vision, you shouldn't see the elbows coming forward. Inhale to stay. Foot is down for now. And then slowly coming back up with that back leg, staying on the same side and lifting that leg up. And it's a movement that you warm up into, so slowly going a little bit deeper into it, keeping your knee behind your toes, the one that's on the ground. And as I said, try and bring that chest parallel to the mat. Inhale, bring that leg back down. We're going for 2 more. And exhale to come up slowly. Good. Well done. Good stuff. Holding, holding. And then slowly bring that leg back down. I just wanted to make sure there's nobody else waiting to finish the class. And we're going for 1 more. Elbows back. Breathe in. And weight onto the front leg. And lifting up that back leg. Slowly, slowly. Keeping the hips level, forward facing. And no rotation at the pelvis. Lengthen through that back leg. Pointing the toes. Draw that kneecap up. And slowly placing that leg back down. Very good. We're going to swap sides. So bringing that other leg forward and support yourself with that back leg. Bend the knee of the back leg and just feel grounded with that front leg. Make sure that it's in line with your hip before you begin and that your foot is facing forward, okay? We're going to take a breath in here. Slowly pivot onto your tippy toes. If you're a bit uncertain about lifting that leg up, only go so high. Don't worry about it. Just get used to stabilizing on one leg. It's fine. Okay, those that are a bit braver can slowly, slowly, slowly lift that leg. And remember, our bodies are still kind of cold. They're not fully warm yet. So don't push it if it doesn't feel right. Holding. We've got 3 more of these, so give a bit of time to warm up. And bring that leg back down. Okay, just be kind to yourself. Inhale to stay. Breathe in and slowly exhale, lifting that back leg. Nice long line with that back leg. Elbows are back. Nice stability through that front leg. And really grounding with that foot to stabilize you. Your ankles fighting to hold you nice and straight there. Protecting your knee. Your hip is firing. And then bring that down. We're going to go for 2 more. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Again, keeping those elbows back. You shouldn't see them coming forward. Slowly lifting that leg up. Bring that leg up and go a little bit deeper if you can. Lift it up. Feel the glute strengthening through here, through the back leg. Keeping the hands behind you. And as I said at the start, if you're a little bit weak, just go with a slight lift of the foot. Don't worry about how high you go. Inhale to stay. 1 more. Exhale, and we're going to lift up again. As I said, only go as far as feels comfortable. And then trying to bring that chest without face planting parallel to the mat. And holding. Breathing through this. And slowly bringing that leg back down. Well done. Going back to center. You need to shake the arms out again. Do relax the neck. And from there, again, feet hip distance apart. We're starting with a good bit of standing work to begin. And a nice bit of single leg stuff. I want you to squeeze the glute to the standing leg. All right, activate the thighs. So draw the kneecap up. When you're ready, come onto the tippy toes of the right leg and slowly bring your leg to 90 degrees and then bring the toes up towards your knee. From here, just bring awareness to this position. Feel what's happening on that standing leg. All right, keeping that glute nice and strong. Are your hip flexors firing up nicely? Hope so. And then when you're ready, we're going to inhale as you reach the hands out in front. Bring them together in a prayer-like position. Inhale to stay and exhale to rotate towards that right leg. Challenge our balance here a little bit. Slow and controlled. We're going to come back as we inhale, back to center. And we're going to the same side. Exhale. Really feel the tendons in your feet really activating here to support you, particularly around the arch. Big toes active big time here. Okay, rotating feet. We're going for 2 more. Inhale, center. Exhale. Good. Inhale to center. And exhale. Back to center. And relax that front leg down. Just keep it long and straight out in front. We're not finished with it. Staying on the weighted leg, standing leg stays there, staying on the same side. I want you to lift your foot off the floor, nice long line with your leg, like you're about to do your 1, 2, 3s. And we're going to circle the leg outwards and down for 10, 9. Control the pelvis here. Place your hand on your pelvis. I don't want any shifting. It should be all coming from the hip. All right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold opposite way for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Oh, like a tap. Okay. And then coming back up. Lovely. Okay, we're going to start with the other side. So standing on the opposite leg and then bringing that other leg up to 90 degrees. Bring the toes up towards you and get a nice activation on the front of the shin. And just get nice and strong before we bring the arms into it, okay? 90 degrees, that leg does not drop. Hands out in front, prayer-like position. Take a big breath in and exhale to rotate. Again, only go as far as you feel comfortable. If you find that you're kind of losing your balance every time you rotate, then just hold the leg at 90, place your hands on your hips and just get used to stabilizing on one leg. Exhale as you rotate. 3 to go. Breathe in, center. Exhale to rotate. So, as I said, standing on one leg is challenging enough. So just start with that if you find that the rotation is too much for you. And then build on that. Back to center, breathe in. And exhale. Good. Back to center. Relax the hands down on the hips, extending that leg, point your toes, rest your foot down for a moment. All right, standing leg good and strong. Activate the glutes. Lifting that leg up off the floor, and we're going to circle that leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Again, bringing the feet right under the hips, okay? We're going to inhale, hands behind you, lean forward, and on the exhale, slowly releasing the arms up towards the ceiling and coming up onto your tiptoes. We're going to inhale as you come down to semi-squat position, arms behind you as if you're skiing, and exhale, coming up onto your tiptoes. Good, inhale, exhale. reach, tippy toes. Down on the flats of your feet as you extend back with your arms. And lift. And for 3 more. 2. 1. Well done. Bring the arms down and walk your feet out nice and wide. Go wide, wide, wide. As wide as feels comfortable, but not where you're going to get stuck, not be able to get back up, okay? From there, just kind of shimmy left and right so your hips kind of feel nice in that position, okay? Then warm the inner thighs up a little bit before you go deeper. So just shimmy left and right. Open up the adductors a little bit, pubic bone area. And once they start to feel a little bit warmed up, go a bit deeper. And again, shimmy left and right. The last standing exercise. And then slowly come into a nice seated position. All right. I want you to bring your hands onto your chest here and just feel into where your body is positioned. Make sure you're not looking at the floor. If you are, come up a little bit from that seated position, okay? Squatting position. All right. We're going to bring our arms out laterally and we're going to circle the arms for 10, 9, 8. Keep the knees out. Okay, and only go down as far as feels comfortable to you. My counting's gone out the window. I think it's about 2. 1. And forward for 10, or the other way. 9. Good. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And slowly come back up. Squat down, arms go wide. Slowly. Back up. Squeeze the glutes. 2 more. As I said, only go down as far as feels comfortable for you, your body. All right, everyone's feels differently. Slowly walk the leg back up to stand. All right. Excuse me. From there, guys, I just want to do a little hip flexor stretch before we go onto the mat. So bring your right leg behind you, left leg in front, and rest your knee down. Make sure you've got some sort of padding under your knee. And then bring that right arm up. I just want to release the hips a little bit before we move on. Did a lot through that hip flexor. And you want them nice and supple for the next couple of moves. And slowly come out of that position, guys. And we're going to go on to the other side. So bring the other leg forward. And resting the knee down, slightly lean forward. And reaching that arm with the back leg up towards the ceiling. And squeeze glute for a little bit of extra stretching through that front hip flexor. Staying nice and tall. And release that hand down. Hands either side of the front foot. Tuck your toes in the back leg. Lift the knee and extend the other leg back. Come straight into the leg pull front. Toes are tucked. Knees are under your hips and parallel to the floor with your lower leg. Nice leg pull front. Make sure your pelvis is nice and flat. And breathing through this. Okay, we're going to hold for another 15 seconds. Anyone else hold for 10 if you're struggling. Just count out loud. We've got 10 now. So 5 more for those that may be struggling. Anyone that's doing 10 can come down now. For 3, 2, 1. Gently come down with your knees. Don't get comfortable going back into that position. Okay. For an inhale, stay. And on the exhale again, tuck the toes and bring both knees off the mat. When you're ready, extend your left leg back and tuck the toes. We're going to bring our bum to the ceiling, push into the mat, lengthen through the heel, so push the heel away of the back leg, and then come back into that leg pull front position. Okay, inhale, bring bum to ceiling, and lifting that knee up off the floor, pushing through the heel of the back leg, and then come back into the leg pull front. Knee doesn't rest down on the floor, my knee is elevated. And pushing back, and forward. It's almost like starting a 100-meter sprint. Starting position, okay, kind of. And lower, okay. Lifting, push the heel down, lower, kind of like downward dog with one leg. Lower, keep going. lower, 2 more. Breathing in, lifting, lowering, 1 more. And lowering. Rest that knee down. Keep the leg where it is and rest the knee down for a minute before we move on. All right? The back leg stays where it is, front leg stays where it is. Tucking the toes. We're going to lift the front leg and lower it down. Lift the front leg and lower. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. Before you lift, guys, draw that belly button to spine, please. All right. A lot of strength required through your arms. Lower. Good. I'm going to go for 3 more. 2. Done. Last one. And lower. Bring that other leg in. And come into shelf stretch, please. Take a minute. Gather yourself. And get your head ready for the next set. All right, we should do it all on the other side. And if anyone's struggling, just take it down for like literally one of the moves and then come back into it. Try not to sit out of it for too long. Otherwise, your confidence is knocked and you start giving up too easy. All right, so extending that opposite leg back, hands under the shoulders. All right, when you're ready, 3, 2, 1, lifting that front leg, holding it up at all times. We're going to inhale as we push the heel down at the back leg and come into that downward dog position as if you're going to kiss your knee. And then coming back, lower leg parallel to the mat. And if anyone's struggling, rest down with that leg if you need to each time. That's okay. And pushing back. All right. There's always another option, guys. Okay. So if you do need to rest that leg down, do. Everybody else, push on and hold the leg up each time. All right. Belly button to spine. Push the bum to ceiling. Heel goes down in the back leg. Good. So you're getting a lovely stretch each time that bum comes to ceiling. Push down with that heel. Breathing in as you lift. Keep going. Nearly there. Last couple. Last one. Very good. Hold the leg up. Anyone else that needs to take a break, take it. Lower the leg in front. Lift it up for 10. 9. 8. Draw that belly button spine. 7. 6. 5. Good. 4. Everyone's feeling it, guys. No feeling sorry for yourself. 2. 1. Place the knee down and come into shelf stretch. Let's say you're warmed up now. That's well done. Reaching the arms nice and long. Elevate them off the floor and rest the head down. Big breath in and out. Big breath in and out. You're not going to like what I have to say next. All right, anyone that knows me well will know what's coming. Okay, press up. Narrow stance with the hands. All right. So you can open the fingers, but just go close together. So your hands should be directed on your shoulders. Beginner level or entry level, knees are right under the hips. All right, and you're just literally going to bring your face towards the floor, obviously along with your chest, but literally leading with your face. All right, and just do that movement. The resty, walk your knees back behind your hips. And starting from there, nice long line from your head to your knees. And anybody else that wants to do advanced can. We're going for 15 reps. All right, when you're ready. And go. 50, 40. Good. Chest to floor. You go. Well done. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly come into shelf stretch. And there, coming onto your front. Okay, nice long line of the body. So you can bring your legs together slightly apart. I want your hands stacked on top of each other. Okay, fingers going in opposite directions, obviously. Resting one hand on top of the other. And what I want you to do is rest your forehead on top of your hands. Elbows are wide and rested on the floor to begin. We're going to just feel into where your hips are at. Make sure both hips are placed on the mat equally, that you don't feel one hip is slightly pressured down more than the other. Just get them completely level first, or higher up than the other. Take an inhale here, squeeze the glutes first, draw the kneecaps up, so automatically your knees will lift off the floor once you draw them up towards your thighs. So your knees are off the floor at this moment in time. Inhale to stay, and then exhale to lift up off the mat with your hands. Your head obviously goes with you, elbows are back, and your chest, your upper chest is lifted off the mat. We're going to lower down as you breathe in. Rest the arms down, and exhale to come back up. Good. Squeezing the glutes before you lift each time. If you're feeling in your lower back, don't go so high. Inhale and exhale. And visualize where your neck is in space in relation to your spine. You shouldn't be extending, so you shouldn't have too much of a drastic curve in your neck. Lower down, please, and then lift. So your neck should be following the line of your spine. So your eye line should be down. Inhale and exhale. Unless you're a ballerina and your whole stomach is off the floor right now. Lower down, inhale and exhale. Lower down, inhale. Squeeze the glutes, draw the kneecaps up, and exhale. Feet are on the floor all the time. Inhale and lift. And one more. And lift. Rest your hands down for a moment and bring them long, reaching them wider than shoulder width apart. Open your fingers, get a lovely stretch on your hands. Lift your elbows off the floor, so you're pushing your hands into the floor. A little bit wider with your feet, so I want your legs under your hips, or in line with your hips, should I say. Eye line is down. We're going to inhale to stay, and on the exhale, lifting your legs first, and then lifting your arms also. So arms and legs are lifted, legs are straight. All right, we're going to hold this. We're going to open the hands outwards, so they're facing away from each other. And then I want you to, if you're doing breaststroke, bring the arms wide and down by your sides, as if you're a bird flying through the sky now. Lift your head and hold. Place your hands on your outer thighs. Good smash. See how fired up your glutes are here, guys. Inhale as you bring your hands up along your sides. Hands are down. Inhale, stay up. Reach your palms down to the floor forward. And then exhale, palms away. And swimming again. Legs are lifted at all times. Hold. Breathe in. Reaching with the arms. Exhale. And through the water again for the last one. And we're going to reach forward. Inhale. Exhale to lower down onto the mat. Bring your bum onto your heels and do a shelf stretch. Anytime you do those kind of moves where you're extending through your back, if you're ever in the gym, just make sure that you stretch your lower back after it, okay? So rest your head down. Bring your arse onto your heels. Bring your feet. Sorry. Anyone that knows me knows I don't use the thing when I treat them. Okay. So from there, guys, we're going to bring the knees under the hips. If anyone's wrists are sore at the moment, just come onto your fist, okay, for now. So resting your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. From here, just feel where your back is in place. I want a nice neutral position, okay? So slightly tucked, flat back, all right? And from here, we're going to extend the left leg nice and long, please. Feel the weight of the standing leg where it is in position. Make sure your hip isn't kicking out. Draw that belly button spine. Brace your abdominals to keep you in this nice neutral position. And keep your hips facing forward and completely level, all right? Point the toes, activate if you can. Through the quads a little bit more. Good. Holding. I want you to bring your foot over your other foot. So reaching towards the other side of the room, crossing your body line, center line, and then bring it back to where it was, touching down in line with the hip. Over the other side, back in line with your lifting and lowering, drawing a nice semicircle, or a little rainbow over that leg, and bring it back. Not too much shifting of the hips, so control the movement of the hips. You want to keep them completely level, and you're just moving from that one hip. One more, please. Over and back, And lift it back up and hold. Sorry, lads. Breathe. You should be feeling this, guys. If you're not, talk to me after. And then bring that leg down. Take a moment, so, all right. Hands under your shoulders. Check in with your pelvis again. Draw that belly button spine and a gentle tuck if you need to, okay? If you want to place your hands on your hips and just see where they're positioned, okay? Or on your lower back, check in with that and just make it flat, okay? From there, guys, we're going to extend that opposite leg. Try and keep control of that standing leg, all right? If anyone has any questions after class about any of the moves, please do talk to me. Nice long line with that leg, hips are level, strong arms. Nice long, think about where your spine is in position as well. So your eye line should be down, not looking around you or under you. Bring that leg over, nice semicircle, and back to its starting position, but obviously touching down on the floor. Over, feel those inner glutes firing up nicely as you bring that leg across your center line. Over, and back for 2 more. Over, control, literally moving from that hip socket, and back, like a little pendulum, and over. Trying to kick out with that opposite hip, guys, and back. Lift it up, hold. You'll definitely feel stronger on one side than the other. Nice tension through that lifted leg. Sorry, push through that leg. Come on, lengthen through that leg. The last 3, 2, 1. Rest it down. Very good. And we're going to go for press ups again. Wider with the hands, please. Targeting completely different muscles, incorporating different muscles. So I say, okay, so wider with the hands. For this one, that's a little bit easier as well. Okay, bring the knees back if you need to, or keep them under your hips. Ready? Draw that belly button to spine. And we're gonna go down as you inhale. Exhale. Good. Lower down as you inhale. Exhale. Good. Chest to floor. We're going for 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Stay controlled. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Okay. Coming onto your elbows, please. Give your wrist a little break. Your arse isn't getting a break, lad. Sorry. Hands under your elbows under your shoulders. Hands together in a prayer-like position or flat on the floor, whatever feels comfortable to you. And extend one leg back. 90 degrees with that knee. Open the sole of the foot, so bring the toes down towards the floor. Okay? You need to tuck your toes to the other leg, stabilize, do so. Inhale to lower that knee towards your other knee, as in line with the other knee, not touching the other knee, and bring it back up. In line with your lower and lift. For 8 more. 7, 6, 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there, guys. And pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 8. Sorry. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Some people might cramp in their hamstrings if they're tiring too. You are just lengthen that leg out and stretch it. Hold. Pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the leg down. Bring the leg under your body, like so. You can see that. So bring the sole of my foot towards my other thigh and just stretch the glutes before you move on, okay? All right. I wanted to show you the angle of my leg before. Just mind your knee coming into this position. If you find this too difficult, you can lie onto your back. Everybody else stay as they are if you're in that position. Lie onto your back and bring your knee towards your opposite shoulder. If you can't do that one, anyone with knee issues or just kind of caught up on their hip, any hip issues would find the other one quite difficult. Okay, hold it for 3, 2, and 1. And when you're ready, we're going to come onto our other side. And as I said, if anyone's struggling with a hamstring cramp during those ones, just lengthen that back, the leg back, and tuck your toes. All right, or else you can come out of it all together and stretch your hamstring. Okay, get your position, please, before you lift that leg. And lifting and then bending. All right. We're going to slowly bring the knee down in line with your hip. Bring it back up. And just have a little look underneath your body and just see where that other leg is. It should be under that hip. It shouldn't be kicking out. It should be dead center under the hip. Bring the toes towards you. And as you lift that leg, don't jump up with it. Okay, I want control, because when you spring up with that leg, you're feeding into your lower back. Okay, so feel what's happening in that lower back. For 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. Hold the leg, pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower and lift for 10, 9, 8. Good stuff, lads. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, hold, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg down. And stretch that other side, please. So bring the leg underneath your body, or else lie on your back and bring that knee towards your opposite. Just be mindful of your knees coming down to this position, please, that you don't twist. So you need to be very cautious going into it. And once you're into it, you can bring your hands onto the floor if it's too much. Bring your elbows down, that's fine. And just kind of lean into that hip for a little bit of a deeper stretch. We're doing 1 more on our front, and then we'll go on to our back for some abs. Some different types of abs. Sorry, we're working our abs constantly. Okay, and when you're ready, we are going to do a little unique one that we haven't done before, and that I followed today in the kitchen. Okay, so we're going to come into like a beginner intermediate plank, so coming onto the knees, all right? So as if you're going to do a press up with the knees behind your hips. So just take a good look at where my knees are in place. So everyone wants to start with their hands under your shoulders and your knees under your hips, okay? Walk your knees back, okay? And then walk your hands forward, let's say a hand on both sides. And then your hips come down slightly, so you're completely supporting your weight with your hands and your knees. A nice long line with your head and to your knee. Okay. From there, guys, I want you to release your right hand and put it behind your head. If anyone else is finding that too difficult, just hold the plank position. I'll hold it this way. So elbow left, well, I'll just show you my left, okay? Everyone stay with their right. We're going to inhale, rotate towards your right elbow or your left elbow, and then bring it back. Rotating, and bring it back. We're only doing 5 on each side. For 3 more. 2, and 1. Not easy. And then bring that hand down. Just come onto your elbows for a second to give your arms a rest. Breathe. Coming back into that plank position. Okay. So anyone that's kind of beginner level, just hold this position, please. Okay. And if you want to just challenge yourself by lifting one arm and then the other, you can do that. Everybody else, lift the other hand behind their head. Inhale to stay, exhale to rotate towards your elbow with the other elbow. Bring it back to center. Inhale, elbow back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Hands on the mat. Hold. Draw the belly button spine. Squeeze the glutes. Hold. Push the shoulder blades away from each other. Push into the mat. And slowly bring your bum onto your heels again. Well done. And breathe. Bring your left hand on top of your right. And relax your head down towards the floor. And bring your left hand over and place your right hand on top, resting your head down. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly come onto our back. The class is flying. Hope you're all okay. Okay. So we're going to lie flat onto the mat, extend the legs. We're going to roll up. Somebody loves these. Paul, that's this for you. Okay, so bend the knees if you need to. Paul, I know that when you're with me, you can bend the knees and assist yourself up. Okay, and even if you want to just go back this much today and assist yourself up, if you're finding the full roll up too much, just go back and forward, sitting up with your knees bent. Everybody else, lie onto the floor, fully extend your arms behind you. I want tension through the thighs, so bring the kneecap upwards, bring your toes towards you, engage the glutes a little bit, draw that belly button to spine, so activate your abs, inhale to stay, and then on the exhale, you're going to move your arms towards the ceiling, lifting up to a seated position, okay? Reaching the arms forward, and then rolling forward towards your toes, and then reaching as far as you can go. And if that is to your knees or your thighs, whatever it is, hold. Inhale to sit up, stack your vertebrae one at a time, sitting up onto your sit bones, the bony part of your bottom. Round the abdominals, okay? So sink down, bring your rib cage down towards your pelvis, sink, sink, sink. Bring your chin to your chest. And I want you to roll back down onto the floor, one vertebrae at a time. So you want to really slow down, coming all the way back down. Resist it, all right? Imagine there's like, I don't know, cold ice under your back and you don't want to go back on it, okay? Inhale to stay, and then exhale, coming up, seated. Sitting up nice and tall, and then reaching forward. You will find that your backs of your legs will start to loosen with each one, okay? And you will get a little bit deeper. It will feel a little bit easier. Inhale, nice and tall. Exhale again, let the ribs sink down towards the pelvis. Like the way we're not meant to sit like that, okay? On the way back down, chin to chest. Okay, rolling down through your vertebrae, one at a time. Releasing the arms, extending back, reaching up out of the rib cage, breathing into it. Big, big, big breath in, please. Exhale, coming up. Exhaling through the mouth. Reaching forward. Holding. That one definitely feels like I'm loosening out now, so you should all be loosening out. A little bit more. Inhale, nice and tall. We're going for 2 more. Exhale, round down. Chin to chest, please. Rolling, rolling, rolling. 1 vertebrae at a time. Coming down. And make sure you're not leading with one side more, so that both sides come down equally. Inhale again, last one. Exhale, coming up. Reaching forward. Good. We're going to go back down once more. Inhale, nice and tall. Sinking down. Soften the abdominals. Draw the belly button towards your spine. Chin to chest. Rolling. Slowly, 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 slowly down. Good. Excellent. Any beginners in the class, I will give you different options. So go with that for the next couple of exercises. Okay. So we're going to just start with the basic kind of oblique. All right. So hands behind the head, supporting the weight of your head. Elbows are back and open the chest. Feet flat on the floor. Touch your big toes and just make sure your feet are level. So there's no imbalance within the pelvis or all the way down into the knees and the ankles. So just make sure everything's completely level, okay? Otherwise it throws everything off. Take an inhale here, and then on the exhale, you're going to come up center, and then I want you to rotate your right armpit towards your left side, okay? So you're now looking to the left side of the room. We're going to hold this position, breathing into it, support your head into your hands, and holding. We're going to inhale back to center and down, and then exhale up, center, and then rotate. Opening the elbows. Again, resting your head into your hands, trying to pull on your neck. Good. Holding. Inhale, center. Exhale, come down. Inhale to stay. Exhale, up and rotate. Hold. Breathing into this. We're holding. Really activating the glutes. Good stuff. Inhale, center. Looking between your knees. And come down. Breathe in, exhale, up and rotate. Elbows are back. Open the chest. Try and bring the one that's not in the air, the one nearest the floor, try and bring it as close to the floor as possible. So really opening up that area. Inhale, center. We're going to do one more each side. And up, exhale. Hold. Hold. Breathing. Breathing. Again, supporting the waist. So you're going to bring your chin down a little bit so you're not pushing your head back, okay? So chin down a small bit and support. You should be able to stay up here for a little while. And then back to center. Inhale. Going down. Last one. You should feel your obliques starting to really activate here now. Good. Open the elbows. Again, bring your chin slightly down. Nod the chin a little bit to protect the neck. And then back to center, okay? We'll give your neck a little rest after that. Place your hands down by your side. For anyone that is beginner level, you can keep your feet down on the floor. Bring your ankles together and your knees together. Everybody else, bring yourself into imprint first. So bring the lower spine onto the mat. Bring one leg to tabletop and then bring the other hands wide on the floor. Hands down. Take an inhale here. And on the exhale, bring the legs to the left side of the room. Breathing out. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. So you can do the same with your feet on the floor, and I'll demonstrate now. Everybody else, keep going with your legs up in tabletop position. All right, so anyone with their legs on the floor, just let the knees fall to one side of the room, and then bring them back to center, and then bring them to the other side of the room, working through a neutral spine. When your legs are lifted, you're working through imprint, okay? Okay, so you don't have your lower spine pressed on the mat with your feet on, okay? Only when your legs are lifted. Keep moving, please. Lovely. Give me 3 more, please. Right. Center. To the left. My left. You know what? You could be a little bit ahead of me or behind me. And 1 more to the right. Make sure you finish on an even place. On the same on both sides. Okay. From there, guys, you're gonna anyone again. Non-beginner level, bring your leg. Keep your legs on tabletop. Beginners, keep your legs on the floor. We're going to bring the hands behind the head and we're going for ab press. Take an inhale, exhale, coming up into a sit-up position and looking at your knees, please. We're going to inhale to lower, exhale to come up. Lower down, breathe in, exhale. Good. Lower down, exhale. Breathe in on the down, exhale. Keep that the imprint with your lower spine, don't let it lift. Any beginner levels, you can have your feet on the floor, please. Okay. 3, 2, and 1. We're going straight into oblique. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left. Back to center. We're going a little bit quicker than we were. On the other one, rotate to the right. For 8 more. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. Staying up in your sit-up position, please. We're going to extend the right leg. Keep it up. Anyone struggling, rest your head down, okay? Everybody else, keep the leg up. We're going to lower and lift a little bit for 10. 9, just that straight leg. 8, staying up in a sit-up position if you can. All right. Anyone struggling, as I said, can rest the head down. 2 more. 1 more. Bend that leg. Opposite side, extend the leg first. And slowly warm up into it for 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. This is the last one of these abs. 3. 2. 1. Knees together into your chest. So if at any stage when you're doing the Pilates and doing ab work and your head is elevated and you suffer with any neck issues, just rest your head down. Make sure you have correct support under your head, that your neck isn't extended, that you've got like a nice neutral position with your chin. Okay, so it's generally like a 90-degree angle. All right. So yeah, make sure that that's correct. Otherwise, you're gonna. Okay. So from there, guys, we're finishing up with 3 more exercises. All right. Well, 2, but we're gonna do 1 on both sides. So take an inhale here. We're gonna finish off with bridging and then side plank. And exhale, coming up with your hips. Rest. Take out anything that's under your head, by the way, if there is anything under your head, and make sure it's completely flat. Holding here, and then lower down. For 9 more, please. Inhale and up, and exhale and down. And thinking with the pelvis rather than working through your spine. It's directly up and down on the pelvis, please. The pelvis is the first thing to leave, and last thing to leave, and the first thing to come down to the mat. Okay. 2 more. Your legs in line with your hips, please. Don't let them fall outwards or in. And then holding it up here, guys. I want you to rest your tippy toes of your left foot on the mat. Okay? And holding this position. I want you to close your eyes. Feel the right foot, so the one that's flat on the mat. Feel that really grounded and driving into the mat. All your toes are engaged. You're really pushing into the mat to hold this side up and support the other side. Place your hands on your hips here and just feel into what's going on. Make sure your hips are completely level. All right, and that one side isn't getting a little tired and want to drop out. Breathing. Place that foot down, please. Bring your toes back to parallel. Make sure you touch your big toes together. Bring them away. And when you're ready, bring that other foot onto its tippy toes and resting fully. It's about like, I suppose, 70-75% effort going through that flat foot. And then the one that's elevated is about 25-30% going through that one that's elevated, okay? There is a bit of weight going through the elevated. Okay, resting on your lower shoulder blades, not on your neck. And just close your eyes and just feel how hard that standing leg is working to support you. Check in with your hips, please. And place that foot down, please. Feet level again, check in. Make sure your knees are in line with your hips. And take an inhale here, and on the exhale, bring your spine down 1 vertebra at a time, starting up and all the way down, roll it through imprint. And then release it fully. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock on your spine side to side. Okay, we're going to finish off with side plank. Okay. When you're ready, coming up to seated. We're just going to do a little bit of a different variation. So what I want is your knee underneath, extended away. So a nice long line with your knee that's on the floor, the lowest part, the one nearest the floor. I want that bent and the sole of the foot going back. So a nice long line from your knee all the way up to your head. Your hand is slightly forward of your shoulder and the other leg is extended, but I want it slightly in front of your body. Okay, sole of the foot down. Okay, and I want you to release the hand towards the ceiling and hold this position. Okay, so just bring your awareness to where your body is at. Breathing into this. Holding nice long line. So the foot of the top leg should be fully flat. We're going to inhale as we rotate under our armpit with that arm, and then bring it back. Inhale to rotate under, and then bring it back. Inhale to rotate under, and back. 2 more. Back. 1 more. Just be kind to yourself, put the other hand down for a moment, bring both knees together, and then rest your top knee on top of your bottom. We're going to lower and lift the body for 10, 9, 8. If you can't do that, just hold the side plank position, please. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down both hands and swap sides, please. Okay. So the opposite hand, we're on the other side, please. Make sure that hand, the lower hand, is slightly in front of your shoulder to begin. Bring your knee, your bottom knee in line with your hip. And extend the other leg in line with your hip to begin, then bring it forward slightly of your hip, okay? Check in with your hips, make sure they're level, extend your arm when you're ready, okay? If anyone's struggling, just do a general side plank on your elbow if your wrists are at you. Otherwise, come into this position. If this is too much, you can just bring the legs together. And as I said, come onto your elbow if you need to. Don't rotate if it's too much as well. Inhale under the body, just hold the side plank, doesn't mean take a break. And reaching under. Good, reaching under. You should be resting mainly on the outer part of your knee. Give me one more. Bring your knees together, please. Bring your hips down in line, so a nice straight line before you begin. And lower and lift the hips for 10. Last one. 9, come on. 8, 7, 6, 5. Anyone struggling, just hold the plank. Don't come out of it, please. 2, 1. Hallelujah. We are done. Just come into your seated position and sitting onto your heels. So tuck your toes, please, and get a nice little stretch on the soles of your feet. I threw in a few stretches along the way, like the glutes and that, so I knew we'd be kind of stuck for a bit of time, so we'll finish off with just a few stretches. So tucking the toes, sitting onto your heels. If it's too much, just hold your weight up onto your hands. So just kind of ease into it. Our bodies don't like this position whatsoever, but yeah, I've been doing it for a while now. It definitely gets easier, and it's actually a really nice stretch for the soles of the feet. I recommend it daily, particularly anyone that's on their feet all the time, or particularly anyone that may suffer with plantar fasciitis, or anyone that might be quite active running, walking. And our feet do a lot. Okay, and then from there, guys, I want you to come onto your front, so lying flat. Bring your hands wide and slightly forward of your shoulders. So your elbows should be kind of like a 90-degree position, and your hands are definitely forward of your shoulders, okay? Eyeline is down, and with a bit of weight into the hands, just pushing into the hands and lifting your body up, and your arms will straighten out naturally. If your lower back is too delicate, just bend the elbows here. You don't need to go into full extension with the arms. Just mind your back, please. So if you do feel a little pinch in the back, just bend the elbows, keep the hands planted. All right? And breathe into this position. All right? Slowly down, inhale. Exhale, push into the mat again, lifting. Make sure you squeeze the glutes before you lift. Breathing. And down. Slowly come up onto your knees, please. And just bringing the right leg out. Somebody got locked out. Sorry. So, yeah. So bringing your left knee onto the mat, then the right leg, sole of the foot down, and reaching over towards that straight leg. Lovely one after the side plank. Just hold on to whatever part of your leg you can, okay? So support yourself. And if you can't extend that leg also, just keep your knees bent. You want to just kind of go wide with your legs like that, that's fine. Everybody's bodies are different. And extend. And still stretch the inner ear and along the side. And bring that down. From here, just make sure you've got space behind you. Staying on your knees, engage your glutes, just swinging the arms back, please. And really exaggerate the extension back. Go wide. And forward. All the way around. 3, 2, 1. Grabbing your, I'll come forward for this. Just grab your neck here on the left side and just squeeze it and just release it out, okay? Squeeze, pinch, rotate. Anyone that suffers with their neck. So I'm pinching just the meat there and then rotate. Get a soft tissue release. Okay. very nice, but you'll feel good after. And then the other side, squeeze and then rotate. Stuff. 2 more. More. And then just do the wrist, forget about these sometimes. And the opposite way. And then forward, breathe in, over, and relax down. Well done, just hang on there. I can't unmute, I don't know how to, so if you can unmute yourselves, great.